The People's Court, today at 4:30.
Geraldine, did you order any coffee? Oh, don't tell me she's out at this hour. Good Lord, it's 12 o'clock. Is it midnight or noon? Must be noon. That means I've slept almost 24 hours. I've lost a full day, but who cares? I deserve it after everything I've been through. Aha, help is on the way, even if it is cold. From Geraldine. Dear Raven, I'm due at the station this morning for a meeting at 10. Hope you had a good rest. Call me when you wake up. Also, I received a call from Ian Devereaux this morning, and... Hello.
Good morning.
Who is this?
Sky Whitney.
Oh.
Say, did I wake you up? You sound a bit groggy.
Oh, you don't sound so good yourself. What do you want?
Now, come on, don't get lofty with me, Raven. I called to see how you were doing after your ordeal the last few days. I've been concerned about you.
Yeah, I bet you have. Just like yesterday, when the only reason you came over here was for that diary. Is that what you want today?
Come on, Raven, you've got me all wrong. That's not...
No. I've got you all right. Just a minute. Somebody's at the door. Good morning. I mean, good afternoon. I mean, come in.
Miss Alexander, I can see that I've surprised you. I am sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't realize I'd be intruding. You see, I spoke to Mrs. Saxon this morning, mentioning I might be dropping by. Apparently, she forgot to tell you.
No. She left us a note, but then the phone rang, and then you came, and, just a minute. Hello, I'm so sorry, but I can't talk anymore. Mr. Devereaux has come. Bye-bye.
The Edge of Night is brought to you by Lemon Fresh Joy. For a Lemon Fresh clean, right down to the shine. And by April Fresh Downy, America's favorite fabric softener.
Mary, I can't present my sales plan today.
Why not?
This collar's scratching me.
But I used a fabric softener. Get him another shirt. Huh? One you softened last wash with Downy, not with those dryer sheets. Downy softens better all the way through, inside the collar.
And where's that nice, fresh smell?
Try this.
Look, dryer brands can only soften here and there where they touch, but Downy softens through and through, and only Downy rinses in April freshness while it makes static cling almost disappear.
This shirt feels great, hon, and smells terrific.
Forget something?
Oh, what would I do without you?
And Downy.
Through and through, Downy softness, a noticeable improvement.
My dishes are so beautiful they shine without towel drying.
Dishes shine, really shine. And we don't have to dry.
Before I discovered
We discovered New Lemon Fresh Joy.
I had to dry.
Because with other leading brands would usually get spots.
Not with New Joy.
Only our New Joy leaves dishes practically spot-free.
Beautiful. And without a towel.
Fact is, other leading brands can dry leaving spots. New Joy's unique anti-spotting formula lets dishes dry practically spot-free, down to the shine.
That's beautiful.
Without a towel. So
We've discovered a whole new way to shine.
Try new Lemon Fresh Joy for a beautiful shine, without a towel.
David, I'll send out for coffee if you'd like some.
Oh, no, thanks, Mike. I've had more than my share this morning. Hasn't done a thing to clear my head, either. Afraid the only thing that's going to do that is if we get our hands on George Foley and his accomplice.
Derek is doing everything possible. In fact, we're giving that composite sketch of Foley the widest distribution we can.
Good. That could help a lot.
David, even if we apprehend him,
We have no tangible evidence of espionage activity on their part.
Well, I'm sure once we get our hands on them, the connections will be there.
Right now, all we can charge them with is trespassing, abduction, and perhaps some other civil charge.
It's what they're after that concerns me, anyway.
Disturbs you?
Disturbs is the word, yes. Trouble is, I can't stick around here forever.
Well, if you have to go back to Washington, you can be sure we'll keep on bulldogging it here until we find them.
Mike, there are aspects of this case that are more desperate than you can possibly imagine.
Look, I know you can't share everything with me. You needn't feel obliged to tell me anything more than's absolutely necessary. I can help keep it moving knowing what I do know now.
You have a right to know. And I know your discretion can be trusted. It's just that, well, there's a personal guilt involved on my part, and I've been reluctant to lay it out where I have to face it. I'm going to do it anyway.
Whichever way you want it is fine with me.
I was terribly upset by something that happened yesterday, and I couldn't sleep all night thinking about it.
Something about the phone book?
Yes. Yes, the book, exactly. It shocked me terribly because, well, it confirmed my worst suspicions.
Why is that so significant? What is this phone book? Is it a code name?
Well, no, it's not an official name. It's jargon, really, for what might well be the most important confidential document in the entire country related to national security. Mike, it's a complete list of all United States undercover agents throughout the world.
What? Oh, good Lord. That's got to be the most privileged, highly classified document around.
There are 3 officials in the entire country who could see that list, and I'm not one of them.
But the director of the CEA would have access to it, wouldn't he?
Exactly. Exactly. And as we know now, at one time, Fowler Wilcox was in direct line for that title. He is thoroughly briefed. He had access to everything.
And your fear is if Wilcox's trusted aide, Jefferson Brown, made a copy of that list...
Can you imagine what that would be worth? And can you imagine what will happen if it falls into the wrong hands? All those people who are working for this country in secret are exposed. It would destroy our whole network of covert operations.
The intelligence system would be in shambles.
And there's no telling how many lives would be put in jeopardy or lost.
That's a terrifying thought.
It's unthinkable. So you can see the importance of this, and the consequences there are staggering.
The phone book. So that's what George Foley is after. That's why he's chasing the ghost of Jefferson Brown.
Ian. I wonder if he really was at her front door. Or if Raven was lying. Yeah, that's just the sort of thing she'd try to do. Try to make me jealous. Try to make me jealous the way she did at that party. She really is, obviously. Oh. But she's so damn female. No, Ian must have been there. She knows I could always ask him about it. The question is, what in the hell was he doing there? I guess he must have liked playing the role of being a rescuer of a damsel in distress. And I suppose it must have impressed her, too. Yeah, come in.
Good morning.
Yeah,
a couple of letters for you to sign here, if you will. One for Ferguson in New York and Mr. Harris in St. Louis.
All right. Is that it?
Well, there's nothing more at the moment, although I was wondering if you're still planning on going to WNON today.
No, I think that's a bit premature. I'm not going to be going over there since our lawyers haven't come to agreement with Mrs. Scott's lawyers yet.
Well, the deal is virtually settled. All you had to do was commit to Mrs. Saxon retaining her position as general manager. Of course you did that.
I know what I did, Spencer. What I just said was that I was not going over to the studio today. I thought it was premature.
You feeling all right today, Sky?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You do seem a bit edgy.
No, there's nothing wrong. Nothing at all. I suppose you did hear about the latest adventures of our Miss Alexander.
No, I haven't.
Yeah? Well, it seems she was taken in, once again, by people who patterned themselves after another group of people, a theater group.
That is one performance I can easily forget. What happened to Raymond?
Well, this time she was arrested by someone who was claiming to be a member of the CEA, I think, whatever that is. She was charged, if you can believe this, with high treason.
Treason?
Yeah.
Well, what was the point of that?
I don't know all the details, but I do know that it had something to do with our old friend Jefferson Brown.
Brown, how does he keep stirring up trouble from where he is?
I don't know. But I seem to have underestimated him. It seemed that he was involved in espionage even when he was in Switzerland.
You mean someone thought that Raven might know something about the whole thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, how is she? Is she all right?
Yeah, she's fine. You know what they say about cats, about having 9 lives, and that's it. Spencer, hold all calls, and that's all. I don't need you anymore.
All right. I'll be in the other room if you need me.
Yeah.
I just dropped an earring.
Are you serious, Noah?
Well, I did overhear you talking with Mr. Whitney about Raven.
Mm-hmm. I bet you just couldn't help yourself, could you?
I'm very concerned about her. She's had a horrible experience. Is she all right?
Didn't you hear Mr. Whitney say she was all right? You should eavesdrop harder next time, Nora.
I was not.
It's very nice. It's very nice of you to be so considerate about your former employer, Nora.
I think about her a lot. If you ask me, so does Mr. Whitney.
I don't recall anyone asking you, and I'd rather not discuss it.
Well, why not? I'm sure you wouldn't agree. After all, there's no one in the world that knows Mr. Whitney the way you do. Oh, come on, Spencer. It's obvious he's intrigued by her.
None of this is any of your business, Nora.
Of course, you're angry. You'd be very unhappy if she were to come back here and be lady of the house. After what you did to her, the first thing she'd do is fire you. You wouldn't like that very much, would you?
You hold it right there, and don't you move. Here. This cloth here is some polish. I want you to start polishing this floor right now.
How dare you order me around like that? I am housekeeper here. I am not a cleaning woman.
You will do what you are told, and when you are told to do it right this minute. In other words, you'll be walking out that door with your suitcases behind you. Now, start polishing, Nora.
Romance can take you many places, but only so far. Beautiful as it is, it has limits. But desire starts where romance leaves off and bursts into something beyond. Something Silhouette Books now captures in a startling new series about love. Silhouette Desire. Beyond romance, where the possibilities are limited only by your imagination. Silhouette Desire.
This is one of nature's most perfect foods. Nothing has been added to it. No sugar, no chemical additives, no preservatives. The flavor and nutrition that grew in it naturally are still there for you to eat and enjoy. It has fiber, low sodium, and no cholesterol. It's a natural whole grain, higher in protein than any other grain, and it costs about 5 cents a serving. It's Quaker Oats, one of nature's most perfect foods.
Rocky, why are you yelling at me, Rocky? Come on, you and Matty Ash should have been my favorite bookmakers, right? Hey, I only owe you a lousy $10,000. What are you screaming about? Look, the federal government owes $300 billion. Nobody's yelling at them, Matty. I mean, give me a break. Now, listen, I'll tell you what I'll do. Yes, the Eden thing went wrong, but I'm going to fix that. Don't worry about it. I'll find another link. I'll fix the fence. You understand? As soon as I'm back in action, I'll send you some money. I won't put it in the mail. I'll bring you cash. Goodbye. Do me a favor. Answer the phone. Whoever it is, I'm not here. I left. I went to oblivion. I'm not coming back.
Yeah. Hello? No, I'm sorry, but Mr. Lorimer's not here right now. Yes, I'll certainly tell him that you called. Yeah, bye.
Telephones. Who needs telephones? Well, what are you standing here for? You like to see a guy going down for the 3rd time? Huh? What are you, a sadist or something?
A sadist.
Well, stop giving me English lessons, whatever it is. Do me a favor, get lost.
Eddie, I'm standing here because I've been trying to tell you for the past 10 minutes. You've got a visitor outside.
Well, whoever it is, tell him I'm not here. Get me off the hook, will you? If I see one more guy I owe money to today, I am going to scream.
But this isn't a creditor. This is a lawyer.
A lawyer? What am I going to do with a lawyer? I need a fairy godmother is what I need. In fact, at this point, I'll take a fairy godfather.
It's D.D. Bannister.
Troy's sister? She's probably come down to scream at me, too, because her brother's up to his neck in trouble, right? All right, you know what? I'll talk to her. But do me a favor. Get on the intercom. I want you to listen to every word in case I need a witness. Okay?
Miss Bannister?
Thank you. Mr. Lorimer?
Hello, Miss Bannister. Nice to see you.
Yes, thank you for seeing me. I realize you must be very busy.
Yeah, that's true. I'm very busy. You want to tell me what this visit's all about?
Well, as you've probably guessed, it has to do with my brother, Troy.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I was hoping that you could help me in some way, Mr. Lorimer.
Very strange turn of events, isn't it? Everything now is Mr. Lorimer and thank you and I'm sorry. I guess when you want something, you can be nice and polite, huh, sweetheart?
If I could see some way that would help my brother, I would beg, Mr. Lorimer.
Hey, what can I do for your brother? I had nothing to do with it. When he shot that cop, that was his business.
Well, you may be called as a witness at his trial. And what you have to say in court may have an effect on the way the jury feels about him.
Hold it right there, lady. Let me tell you something. I hired your brother to act as security for my gallery, you understand? I had nothing to do with his shooting that Loomis guy. That was his own idea. Now, I really wish I could help you. But as you can see, there's nothing I can do. Look, I'm very busy. I gotta get back to work. Thanks for stopping by. And besides, I got my own problems.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Lorimer.
He's not here. He's gone for a week. Yeah, goodbye.
I'm in no shape for physical fitness.
All you need is a shower.
I need more than a shower.
You still don't feel better? Try this soap. It's Coast.
Gee, Coast smells sensational. And it feels sensational. Look at all this lather. I do feel better.
It'll be even easier next time.
No other soap picks you up quite like Coast, the eye-opener.
Did you brush your teeth yet?
Math test tomorrow.
Can't help you with metrics.
I thought you knew everything.
Hey, I do about some things, like cavities.
Oh.
I know you could get even fewer than I did.
How you know that?
Because I know Advanced Formula Crest has fluorostat.
So?
Compared to the crest I grew up on, it's even tougher.
My homework's tougher, too.
Quit worrying. You always make Mom and me real proud.
With Crest, your kids could have even fewer cavities than you did.
My floor's gonna shine without waxing.
Yeah, but you still have to clean it correctly to help keep it shiny.
Any suggestions?
Well, Mr. Clean is great. Even Armstrong approves of Mr. Clean for their no-wax Solarian floors. Look, if you could lift the shine, you'd see many cleaners can leave a dull film. But Mr. Clean lets the shine come clear through.
That's the kind of shine I want.
That's the kind of shine Mr. Clean brings out.
Mr. Clean helps keep no-wax floors shining bright.
He's right.
You know, that Raven just has a knack for dancing herself into hot water time and time again.
Yeah, and out again. I have never seen anything like it. I guess that's what you call a charmed life.
Well, you know what they say about drunks and sleepwalkers. I think the same rule applies to Raven.
Guess so.
Here you go, guys. Ham and cheese and sardines and mayonnaise.
Great, thank you. Well, go ahead. What did the chief tell you?
Just that she was held for a couple of days by this guy Foley and some woman accomplice. They were trying to get some information out of her, but didn't because she didn't know anything.
Really? What kind of information?
It was about her husband. Evidently, the late and unlamented Mr. Brown was involved in some hanky-panky in Switzerland, even before he decided to take his friend Sky Whitney's face.
What do you feel about that?
Well, I wasn't too happy to hear about it. Actually, it seemed sort of like an instant replay, you know, an unhappy reminder of that Smiley Wilson caper, which is something that I would just as soon forget.
Well, I certainly understand that.
What's the matter? Aren't you going to eat your sardine sandwich?
I don't know, Calvin. Somehow my mind just isn't into food right now.
Well, if you're spending all this time trying to figure out that Foley business, forget it. First of all, it's not your assignment. And secondly, the big boys from the feds are already working on it.
Calvin, I assigned myself to this case about 3 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, because of what happened to your father.
Look, it's all tied together. I mean, Foley and the Jefferson Brown connection. Look, you know I had a talk with that bigwig from the CEA, David Cameron.
Yeah, you mentioned it. What happened?
Well, it was tough on both of us. He knew how I felt about him because he didn't give my father a fair shake and because he gave Jefferson Brown a security clearance, which he definitely did not deserve.
So what do you have to say for himself?
Well, they said something that made me sick. And now I've got this nagging ache that I can't get rid of.
Tyler, what'd Cameron tell you?
Well, Calvin, he told me that, well, I guess things just didn't happen the way I imagined. You see, those federal agents, they found the documents. Only they found them in my father's house.
What?
Yeah, I guess that's why they let Jefferson Brown go and let him leave the country.
Oh. Well, that's a hell of a thing for him to decide to come and tell you after all this time. Tyler, there must have been some reason, some illness, some
No, it was nothing like that. I still believe in my father's innocence. I mean, I'm convinced that Jefferson Brown framed him somehow. I just don't know why he did it. But I know that it happened that way.
Oh, good, the tea came. I'm sorry I took so long. I just wanted to freshen up a little.
It was well worth the wait. You look positively radiant.
Thank you.
I was just admiring your portrait. It's very good, but nothing compared to the original.
Why, thank you again.
You're a very special lady.
Oh, nice.
Raven, I hope it's not being familiar to call you by your first name. Since you did spend the night in my bed, I think we should be on a first-name basis.
Are you trying to make me blush, sir?
I've been thinking about it all night. I'm so intrigued by the whole situation. Meeting you under such bizarre circumstances.
Yes, it was awful. But it ended so wonderfully.
Well, I prefer to think of it as a beginning.
So do I. Anyway, tell me about you and Skylar. When you met each other, it was like you were two long-lost brothers.
Our families were very close at one stage. Skylar and I have been friends for years. As kids, we were inseparable. Then we were educated in different countries. I went to England, he went to Switzerland. After that, we went in different directions and somehow lost track of each other.
You know, that's so sad that two people could be so close and then lose track. And I think you should become friends again. And as a matter of fact, I know Sky Whitney so well that I'm going to help.
Another can, Charlie. That's a can?
That's Hefty's new steel sack, the bag that works like a can.
It's plastic.
It's a new plastic formula, Linear D.
Linear D.
So strong and puncture resistant. New steel sack can hold more than ordinary bags.
Even impossible trash?
Without split.
Without splitting. That's some bag, Charlie.
Strong.
Like a can.
New Hefty steel sack trash and tall kitchen bags. The bag that works like a can.
Lorne.
Oh, hi, Sally.
You know that Alpo test you do on television?
Mm-hmm.
Try it on my dog.
All right. Okay, now. Alpo here and your beefy flavored here.
Molly? She went for the Alpo.
Well, it's the beef. Dogs have a natural love for beef. And Alpo Beef Chunks dinner is packed with the beef dogs thrive on.
Well, Molly sure passed the Alpo test.
Alpo's got the beef.
Dogs love to eat.
On Ryan's Home.
I'll never trust you again as long as I live. An innocent man's in jail. You set him up and you set me up. Admit it, Daddy.
I'm not sorry.
I have to pack.
Ryan's Home.
Are you aware of how infuriating you are?
You could always quit and be rid of me.
Nora? Come here, please.
Yes, sir.
Could you send Spencer in?
I'm right here, Skylar.
Oh. Nora, give me a tray of something I'm starved with, please.
Of course. I'll hit you for this.
Spencer, is there an undercurrent of something going on here today, or is that my imagination?
What do you mean, Skylar?
Well, never mind. It's just that I like compatibility in a household staff. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, I understand. I plan to keep it that way.
Good. I get it. Never mind. Hello?
Skylar, it's Ian.
Well, hello, Ian. How great to hear from you. How are you?
Couldn't be better.
Great. Well, you know, it was really wonderful seeing you again yesterday. I bet I surprised the pants off you showing up on your doorstep like that, didn't I?
You certainly did, and I couldn't have been more delighted. How about having dinner with me tonight?
Great. Where and when?
Oh, let's say the Coach House at 8.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll see you there.
Oh, just a minute.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. I'll see you later. Bye.
I'm sorry, I just didn't want you to tell him that it's going to be for the three of us. I would like to make it a lovely surprise.
Save a place for Grandma and Grandpa. Hi, Grandpa.
How's my girl? Hey, this isn't Raisin Bran.
It's crispy wheats and raisins. With raisins so big, you can see the difference.
Crispy wheats and raisins. Big, plump, sun-ripened raisins and big, crispy, and wholesome whole wheat flakes touched with honey. Not a Raisin Bran or like any other cereal. Part of this good family breakfast.
Hi, Grandma.
Hey, this isn't Raisin Bran. It's crispy wheats and raisins.
I knew they'd like it.
The traffic.
I can't read that.
The boss. The baby. The dog. That does it. Calgon, take me away.
Lose your cares in the luxury of a Calgon bath. Calgon softens the water to leave skin feeling silky smooth as it lifts your spirits. The soft, luxurious, fragrant world of Calgon.
I love it.
Pamper yourself with a Calgon bath. Lose yourself in luxury.
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sight. The edge of night. Half dark, half light. Do you think we might wake up someday and be aware of all the games people play? Living circles of unending strife as we look for light, and nothing is wrong and nothing is right.
Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight, Reggie Jackson's in the playoffs, but the Yankees aren't.
It feels great.
Was Steinbrenner in a slump when he sent Mr. October packing to the California Angels? ABC News, recognized by TV Guide as the most trusted.
You'll get a great big smile out of every Delwood product, because at Delwood, we put our hearts into everything we do.
This is Stormfield. Coming up on the 5 o'clock Eyewitness News, it's more than Tylenols laced with cyanide. Tylenol laced with strychnine has been found, and someone has tampered with bottles of Visine eye drops. We'll have total coverage of these developments with live reports from our area, San Francisco, Chicago, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia.
I'm Phyllis Eliasberg. If you're joining a health club, don't fall for pumped-up claims. I'll show you how not to get steamed up.
Also, we'll tell you how to dress for success. We'll have that and much more at 5. Join us.
Hi, I'm Joni Greggins, and I'm inviting you to Elaine Powers, where they have my kind of exercise program and weight loss program. Why? Because it
The National Survival Game.